Hello, everyone. Welcome to my presentation on the analysis of the Craigslist Killer. According to Merriam-Webster, neuroticism is defined as a neurotic character, condition, or trait. After further research, Merriam-Webster also defined neurotic as an emotionally unstable individual. Neuroticism explained. As each and every one of us know from the discussion one post of this week, we were able to take a test to see on which end of the spectrum we score on each of the big five personality theories. Highly neurotic individuals lack emotional stability. They are prone to unwelcome or stressful situations. They are avoidance motivated and have negative feelings towards oneself. In the voice, creativity, and big five personality traits, a meta-analysis, Zare and Flinchbog cited people who are high in neuroticism are less secure, have a low self-esteem or low self-confidence, and are more vulnerable to stressful situations. And the citation on that is Bontempo and Napier, 2011. You will find that citation also on the reference page. Now, when we talk about neuroticism, we know that these individuals, they struggle. They're on the quiet end. They don't like being put in situations where the consequences are unknown, the outcome is unknown, because they aren't able to control their anxieties about certain situations and how they might end up. One might be a little confused why I chose this trait when it comes to the Craigslist Killer. As many spoke of a split identity. He displayed confidence and security in his life at home, but ventured with his sexual insecurities in a provocative environment. He was described as arrogant and cocky, although his behavior, as stated by survivors, suggested a contradictory reality. It appears he was highly neurotic when he placed himself in high-risk environments as opposed to his everyday controlled and steady lifestyle. Now, when we think about his personal life, he was a successful medical student. He was a year ahead of his peers. He had the perfect relationship. He had a woman approach him while he was in school. They dated for 3 years and were engaged to be married. What more could someone ask for? However, there are further insights that go into this. Neuroticism is often a double-sided coin. It provides insight due to his obvious successful lifestyle versus his instability in his extracurricular or extramarital activities. Despite his steady lifestyle, his financial debts potentially made him feel like a failure. This is a typical reaction of financial debt, and overcompensation is often the result. When somebody feels inadequate on the inside, but they lead a lifestyle where it wouldn't make sense to express those feelings or emotions or perceptions, they have a tendency to reflect those feelings in an outside environment. Now, I chose this specific trait because it very well matched up with that split personality perception that people have garnered over time. And it really shows. He reflects one end of the spectrum in neuroticism where he seems to have low presentation of neuroticism in his life at home, but in his life sexually, or however else you would like to refer to it, with these provocative environments, if you will, he was expressing himself in an honest way. He wasn't around the pressure, the expectations, the success to where he felt this heaviness that he could not be himself. And I truly believe that looking deeply at neuroticism can give us far more insight on why he did what he did. Here are the reference pages, along with the added reference from my Zare and Flinchbog report. Thank you for your time.